What is up, everyone? This is Vlad, the crypto trader, part of the Be Independent tribe, and this is going to be a quick update video on my bias on Bitcoin. Mostly for fun. There's not much of a trade in Bitcoin as I see it, in my view, as of now, or maybe there is. We will see at the end of this video. So, I have a couple charts which I would like to share with you, and the first one is on the one I have drawn on the BitMEX pair, which was actually a downside setup, which performed and actually overperformed fairly significantly. And that's never a good thing for an upside bias, um, just in general. So we were here, somewhere here, we were retesting previous support as resistance, somewhere around this red dotted line, and then we didn't see clear skies after that, and the actual downside remained valid. To which then I would like to share this chart with you as well, which is the macro symmetrical triangle, which actually broke to the downside right here, and eventually, so this geometry right here actually recently performed to the downside after being stopped. Actually, if you traded this pattern, I think clearly you would have been stopped out. I think that was the worst. I didn't trade this pattern myself. Was it to the pip? Somewhere here. I think on BitMEX you would have been stopped out, not on Binance, not on Bitstamp in this particular instance. So almost stopped you out, but then eventually actually performed fully to the downside. And once you perform fully to a downside to such a big setup, you usually get consolidation or minor relief patterns, also that perform to the upside, for instance. So it works both ways, and I think this is what we're seeing right now. I have a couple of levels still highlighted on this chart, but I think it's really significant that we've actually performed, but on this, and then we saw this strong buyback. This is something that we see in stronger uptrends generally. So yeah, you had this like crazy pump, but yeah, it didn't. It was more to close out the shorts than to um to give the longs any power really. Um, so what I'm saying right here is more that until somewhere here, I think we were in a better trend, and now we would look for potential continuation patterns, but also once we perform here, and also with such a strong buyback, I wouldn't you know close down all my bias long possibilities as well. Um, and this is actually something that we'll see in the next charts. I got a bit excited here. So again, kind of performed on this uh, setup. If we just ignore this emotional high right here, also performed buyback. So these are still two possible levels right here, which we could revisit in a kind of three-way drive. So first low, second low, third low, and then strong bounce as an end of trend move. So again, so right, something like this, and then bounce, and to finally break off the channel that's currently in play. Could be. But also I'd like to share this with you. This chart. It's fairly confusing. I know that. Uh, but I'm looking for a break of these levels right here. So then we would likely move to this 8,500 level, somewhere around there. And also something like Adam and Eve here, cup and handle, whatever you want to call it, reversal. So I wouldn't fully disregard that. But if you take something from this video, is this, and it's really simple. and we can delete everything from this chart and leave the POC, the volume profile, excuse me. So is this. So a strong trend in Fibonacci is so a trend using the Fibonacci tool is valid until the 382 level. So if you take the full retrace, you're looking at a bounce at the 618, at the point 0.5, and your last level of defense is the 382. If we break completely this last line of defense, um, I wouldn't be too bullish on Bitcoin for some time, for like a year at least. I would say something like that. So more of a longer time frame. Uh, but also taking like this bounce on the POC here, just this buyback, just like rejecting right on this candle, right? I can see this as a clear of this low right here, right? Like we had it here, cleared the low again, and then actually pump through once all the longs are closed. The shorts have been all squeezed right here. Um, it's not the worst moment for Bitcoin to just move at least 10% until to the next fifth to the point 0.5. It could range and it could range. Um, but again, it's really this level right now is really important. Also, perhaps in combo with the POC here at 6.6. Okay, let's make that fat. Yes, like that. And if we zoom in actually on a lower time frame, I could really easily see. I need a bit more actually. So a squeeze on the lower time frame. So actually, this is our 382 level, right? Our last line of defense, and actually just being triggered today and performing to 8.3k, but also, so let's make that blue. Your entry and your stop. Yeah, would be. It's really this hasn't been an easy market to trade this last couple days. Your entry would be somewhere in this level, and then you're looking at 8.3, 8.7. So if you look also at this chart that I've previously shared, 8.7, 8.7 is this level right here. So probably very pumpy. So it'll be very, if it reaches that, it'll be fairly short-lived, I think, if it performs. As I've said, it's more likely to range for a while. So bounce out the point 0.5, then retest is at this level, the 7.8 as support, and it's more likely to range once we've performed this macro downside pattern. I don't see much downside in next week or so. I think the focus should be on alts, both versus BTC and USDT. There's plenty of opportunities, but as of now, I think again continue buying your Bitcoin in partials. It's the easiest way to go about this. Don't trade choppy Bitcoin on short time frames too much. If you want to take some long swings, that's fine. But just it hasn't been the easiest market to trade, to be honest. At least for for breakout. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. But this is just my perspective on Bitcoin. I haven't done a video on it for a long time, so I just wanted to update you guys. So in case you'd like to get in touch, feel free to do so. There's a Twitter link under the description of this video, and then you can join us on Discord. Yeah, just tell us when did you start trading? Why do you trade? Do you trade only crypto or other markets? Yeah, the goal of this community is to get better, and yeah, I hope you took some value from this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to this channel in order to let me know that you did, and that I should continue producing this type of content. And I hope to see you the next time around. Take care.